Hi everyone, welcome to the weekly review of my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. Balance on the account is $85,108.02. Let's go ahead and look at the performance for the past week. It was green. Surprisingly, stock market has been doing good fairly recently. Don't want to jinx it, but it has. So let's go ahead and just look at the portfolio breakdown. SCHD was up 0.93% or $544.03. VOO was up 0.98% or $113.98. And just to pause here, I 1000% made the right choice adding VOO to my portfolio. It has been a very positive change to it, and we'll see it when we look at the investment breakdown a little bit later, but I should have added this position from the beginning. It was definitely my error trying to think outside of the box and invest in other things, and all I did was just lose a ton of money in the process. And I'm just gonna stick to the tried and true, which is VOO and SCHD. Realty income was up 0.89% or $214.25. VTI was up 1.02% or $25.94. So everyone was in the green this week, which is really good. Let's go ahead and look at the deposits for the past week. There was only one. I put in on November 20th, $360. And then you see $365.87 was actually traded. That extra $5.87 is coming from the remaining VGT shares that I had that I ended up selling. There was just a balance of $587 we see here. So it's that plus the 360. Again, it all traded November 20th. It went into VOO and I got 0.88 shares. And up here, you see November 25th, there's a $250 deposit. That's the deposit for the upcoming week. So if we go back to the main page of the portfolio, you'll see here, I have $250 that's going to trade. It's all going to go into VOO next week. And looking at the recap for the week, started out at $83,843.96. I put in the $365.86, and then we had market gains of $898.20, which is really good. And now, if we just go ahead and look at the holdings, you'll see overall I'm still down several thousands of dollars in the portfolio. I still haven't made any money off of the portfolio, but as we look at the investment breakdown, the only one in green is VOO, right? Like VOO, that's it. Everyone continues to be in the red. This is why I was saying before, it was definitely my error to not have VOO in the portfolio from the absolute beginning because I'm not shocked that it's in the positive because it's a really great ETF. It tracks the S&P 500. You just can't go wrong with it. Of course, it's not some sort of like magic pill, right? So it ebbs and flows with just like how the stock market does because it trades in the stock market. But overall, it's a really solid investment that I think is trustworthy for the long term. It and SCHD. So even though still I haven't made any money off of SCHD, you see it's just down 2.95% overall. So I feel pretty good that SCHD is going to turn around. It's just had a really rough year, but it's an ETF that I really do believe in. So my ultimate goal is for half the portfolio to be VOO, half the portfolio to be SCHD. Realty income, we saw that it went up a little over 1% this past week. Still a horrible investment. Look at that. It's 19% down. And then VTI, another horrible investment. I know a lot of people love VTI, but it's just been such a bad investment for me. I haven't made any money off of it. The moment it goes green, I'm going to sell all the shares and just put it into VOO. And the same thing will happen with realty income. The second, when I say the second it turns green, I'm even if it's just like a 2 cent gain on it, I'm selling and putting it all into VOO. I just don't want to sell these at a loss right now. So that's why I'm continuing to hang on to them until, again, they turn green. Then I put all the funds into VOO. All right, and that is it for this week. Very happy about adding VOO. I'm hoping, it's so unfair to put all the pressure on this one ETF to like help me to turn things around. I know if I was the ETF and I was a person, I would be like, okay, so you made all these horrible investments and then now you expect me to jump in and like save you. Yeah, not happening. So I'm just hoping it helps. Of course, I'm not putting all the pressure on VOO to turn the portfolio around, but I'd be so happy if it did. So, and I think SCHD will eventually catch up and start to, be green and move the portfolio as well. But yeah, that is where I am this week, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.